Good morning, hun buns. It's Tuesday morning. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. Coming home, I just, was wrapped up in the day afterwards and trying to get something to eat. Hadn't eaten all day, and basically going out to my cousin, checking on my uncle and all that. So, with that being said, I do not own the right to the music that is playing in the background right now. So, let me go ahead and turn that off. But yeah, I'm every woman. I love my Whitney. So, hope you guys had a good night's sleep. Hopefully you got home safely yesterday, or home or work, your destination of choice with no problems. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, and misunderstandings. No meet and greets. I was just I was going to do a video driving home and everything, but I was tired, y'all. I was tired and I was sleepy. I got home, baby dolls, when I tell y'all, it was snooze festival. I was out. I didn't stay up long once I got in the house and everything, because I was on the phone with my dad and talking to him on my way home. And so he was like, well, tell you what, you just go on in the house and get yourself situated, get yourself comfortable, and call me so I know that you made it in the house, after you comfortable and everything. I said, okay, I will. Yeah, got in the house, got myself undressed and ready for bed and everything. And I called my daddy back and said, all right, daddy, I'm in the bed. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. So I had to take care of everything this morning, honey. Refresh yourself and all that, because I was tired to the bone. So I went by my cousins yesterday, like I said, and I didn't talk to my uncle too much because he's like very much quiet. And I asked him how he was doing. He said he was doing good. I asked him, what does he, normally like eat, and what does he do for the day? Because he's still active, he still get up and get around, go and do what he got to do, go for his walks and whatnot. I was just more or less concerned that he would be there at the house by himself, once my cousin leaves and goes back for his job. And my other cousin, who was Exxon is holding at 165 and Shell is at 179 still. My other cousin was moving out. Her and her family were moving out, and I was like, I don't know exactly how that might affect him. How if you were used to having family and people around, and then all of a sudden you're in the house by yourself. So I didn't know how that would be. So my cousin was like, maybe you can just come by on the weekends, because my other cousin who moved out with her family will still be coming by every day, I guess to check on him, make sure he's okay and whatnot. This is what I'm being told, that she'll come by every day and everything, and maybe I could just come over on the weekends and spend a weekend with him. And I'm gonna try to do that, but my cousin really wants me to move in, but I explained to him, that's not gonna be possible right now, especially if I still gotta pay my rent on my place. Which I was discussing that with y'all yesterday about, having to pay my rent. But he was like, well, just give him a 60-day notice, and, so you can go ahead and pay whatever you have to pay to get out of the, basically to release your, be released from your lease, knowing that they'll know that you won't be there after 60 days, and they can already start preparing to have somebody move in. And I was like, okay. And still have to call a moving company. And at first my mom and them were like, well, if you're going over there to help out, and from the way that my cousin was talking, it's helping out, but it's more or less a roommate situation. So, like, even though that's family, if I had got up and had to move somewhere else, right, I would have to still very much have to take care of my own moving and my own rental costs. The place I'm moving to wouldn't do that. That's the way that I'm keeping it in mind. You know, my family is thinking about, well, you know, my cousin should help with my moving over there if I'm going over there to do basically help out and assist or help out with a favor. But for right now, my cousin is kind of, you know, willing to compromise and help and be like, okay, well, I understand you'll probably still be bound to paying your lease, so until while you're still bound to paying your lease, you don't have to worry about paying anything over here. And that way you can still go ahead and try to get the 60-day move, and I'll cover everything until that situation is taken care of. And then once it is, then you can start, you know, helping out with the house. So, okay, I don't have a problem with that. See some red and blues. Don't know what's going on the freeway, but you're guaranteed that they slowing down, because I see the red and blue flashing, babies. I definitely see the sea of reds. People on brakes because they want to see what's going on. They got the what's going on, what's going on, I'm like, keep it moving. I don't know if somebody getting a ticket. I don't know if somebody getting towed. You know, somebody could be getting assistance, but I'm not gonna, you know, that's not my thing. I'm not on no brakes for that. That makes that you're gonna be engulfed in too much stuff for me. Okay, but either way, like I said, it's Tuesday morning. And yes, yesterday my supervisor wanted to go back to the other building. And we were like, we just went Friday. It was like, what is going on? But we got at least 5 other boxes backed up. So that was a good thing. And so we just have to correct our work, make sure it's okay, everything's location in the boxes that we put it in. You know, because you know, if you move something from one area to another and you transfer items from one location to another, you have to have a way of tracking and keeping track of it. So we have to go through everything that we pull and make sure that it's actually showing in the location of the disposal or destroy boxes. So just to make sure they're accounted for. And it must have rained early this morning or something, because this freeway is wet, honey. Oh Lord, this freeway is slick. Got to be more careful. But we're doing good. We're doing very much good. But y'all, why? Well, remember I told you, I said, okay, we got 19 minutes to this building so we can sit up there and get to work, right? Honeys! While we were standing outside for about a good 10, 12 minutes waiting on the shuttle. I don't think it was quite 15. I think it might have been like 10, 12 minutes waiting on the shuttle. So when I got there exactly on time for work. Like no grace period, no nothing. I mean, I got there exactly on the hour. And I was like, okay. I go from 19 minutes to be in a building and being early to I'm right here on time. That's a lot. That's very long. Because it takes about, depending on the driver, it takes you anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes get from one building to the other, right? In the shuttle. Because you got to deal with the lights. It's not so much the distance. It's the street lights. So, with that in mind, I was like, come on now. Come on. I'm like, seriously. Come on. Like, ooh, somebody spun out for real. Ooh, wait. Yeah, these roads are slick, baby. Somebody spun out or got hit. I don't know which one it was. But baby, you got to be careful on these roads. So, yeah, that was just like a shocker. So, with the humidity yesterday, okay, got another accident. Got to be more careful. Boy. These roads are slick. When they slick and it's been raining and it's wet, got to be careful. The meet and greet seem to be coming out of anywhere. Honey, I thought I was going to have a meet and greet going to my cousin yesterday, honey. Oh my goodness, them cars was zooming and fat, like coming around them curves and corners so goddamn fast. It wasn't funny. It's like it was like blur lines to them. Boy, I see some fire truck and everything. Y'all see all that this morning? I know you don't see it, but you know. But yes, them cars were like this. Going from lane to lane. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my only vehicle. Can y'all please don't I don't want no meet and greets. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Just don't come my direction at all. So I bought my lunch today, which is my leftover quinoa with root vegetables and peppers and onions that I made the other night. I only had like a little bit left to fit into a container. A small container. So I don't even think it's a cup. It might be almost a cup, but not really. So I bought that, and I bought 2 biscuits. Bought my water, 4 bottles of water to bring to work with me. Because I looked in my drawer and I only had 2 bottles of water. Y'all, when I tell you I didn't drink nothing yesterday, I didn't drink no water, I ain't eat nothing until I got off work. I don't know, it was like my mouth, even though my mouth was dry and everything, I just didn't drink anything yesterday until I got off work. And I was like, that's probably why I was so drained and tired when I got home. I hadn't replenished my body. I didn't give my body anything. So today's gonna have to be better. We're gonna have to chug a lug on some water today, baby. And check the paperwork. Make sure everything's okay. And go from there. I was at my cousin's house, right? The cable man there hooking up and installing his cable because my cousin who was leaving with her family was disconnecting their service. So my other cousin was reconnecting service so my uncle would be able to watch his shows and whatnot, right? And I sit up there and start, they couldn't ever get the TV in the front to work. It kept saying no network, no, check your Wi-Fi connection. And the technician that was there from that was putting in the internet service and whatnot, and he's like everything is connected. He was like, I don't understand what's going on. And he went outside to check something, right? And because he said maybe he has to restart whatever. He went outside to go check something. My cousin went back there to check on my uncle and make sure that his TV was working properly and everything that he needed. because when the guy restarted it another time, my uncle came out the room so quick and fast and up to the front and was looking at him, the technician dude, because my other two cousins, they were talking. And he looked at him. I said, oh, yeah. He said, I would like to talk to you. That was the look that my uncle gave the technician. And I'm busting up laughing. And the technician caught off from the Cosby's, right? And he said the line and everything. We were still cracking up laughing. And so he was like, no. He said, I'm just, checking something. He said, it's going to be right back on, I promise you. He said, just give it a few seconds. It's going to be right back on. My uncle said, oh, okay. And went on back to his room. My uncle went in there for a few seconds because that's what the man told him. My uncle has a little bit of dementia. And the TV and stuff that come on within that, I guess, the time frame he was looking for it, He came back out the room and looked at him again. He said, no. Just, I promise you, it's coming back on. I must have cracked up laughing. I thought that was so funny. Because my uncle, he ain't playing about his TV now. He want his shows. He want to be able to watch TV and be good to go. He don't want no foolishness, right? And because he's used to a routine and certain things, his shows and all that, right? And so I was like, okay. And while they're out there tinkering and my cousin back there helping my uncle, I just grabbed the remote, right? And I went back to the manual settings because the guy kept saying, no, it'll automatically do what it needs to and connect itself how it's supposed to. And you don't have to put in, the manual settings or anything. I said, okay. And something was like, go back to the manual settings. And I went back to the manual settings and I'm looking at it. And the only thing I'm doing was switching back and forth between certain things, features or buttons that's on the remote that's programmed for the TV. And I have to switch one of the things on, the DCHP or DHCP, whatever it was, right? And I clicked that on, and it says, please wait. And next you know, the TV come on. The network is on, the internet, the apps and everything on the phone, on the TV and all that is on. And I started cracking up laughing. And I told my cousin, I said, it's on. The TV is working, it's on. I said, for y'all to be men, you suck right now. And it was like, huh? I'm joking, but I found it to be funny. I said, that's the only thing I was doing is pressing buttons and messing with things, trying to figure some things out. I said, I don't know anything about your TV because, I don't really mess with the TV. I watch my shows on my laptop. So I don't fool with the TV, because he was like, well, here's the remote and you can. I was like, I understand what you're saying. I said, but I probably won't be, in the living room messing with your TV or anything. And when the cable guy came back in, and I told him, I said, yeah, I said the only thing I did was mess with a few buttons and turn something on. And I told him what I turned on. And it came on, and I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to get to know y'all TVs better if y'all gonna buy these big old gigantic, 60-inch, 72-inch TVs. I need y'all to get to know these TVs, so you know what you're doing, especially if you're going out to program somebody's, service and everything. Everybody's TV is different, so they're not gonna know how your TV works. But I'm just laughing at my cousin, and I'm laughing at the technician. And the technician was like, okay, well, I guess leave it up to a woman. She'll end up figuring out anything to fix it. And I was like, pretty much so. And he was like, but you ain't got to rub that in. And I was laughing all over again. And so it was, to me, that was a little bit funny. That's all it is, just figuring out something, messing with something here and there until you figure out what it is that you need. I guess it's supposed to rain today. Or I don't know if that's supposed to be all the showers for today or not. I pretty much can't say because, you know, I ain't even checked the weather. I just grabbed my jacket, grabbed my lunch, grabbed my water, and headed on out the door. I couldn't tell you if it rained last night, early this morning, if it's going to continue raining for the day. I don't know. So, only thing I know is I'm going to get on in this building. We're early again today. We're doing good. Let's see if we can keep this momentum up. I guess because I ain't really late. I just woke up out my sleep. That was the other thing. I woke up out my sleep like maybe like 15 minutes before my alarm went off. And yesterday I woke up like a whole hour. I want to say a whole hour and 15 minutes before my alarm went off.
Credit card.
Too far away. Well, forget it. I'm at the garage, y'all. So, I appreciate you guys commuting with me this morning, being a part of my morning drive in. I pray that you have a good day, a great day, an awesome day, a beautiful day, a wonderful day. It's a beautiful morning. But, you know, may you get to work, home, or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. That you guys, see my car telling on me because I ain't got the seatbelt on. But, you know, you have a great day, a blessed day. No meet and greets. And if you can, which I know people will work your ever-loving last nerve, babies, but if you can, try to be respectful as much as you can, the best you can. I understand it's some days it ain't possible, but if you can, you go ahead and, you know, try to be respectful toward each other. And I'm going to get on in this building, and I will talk to you guys this afternoon. I know you like, Heifer, you said that a few days. A few times you ain't said that, and we ain't see nothing from you until the next day or a few days later. What's wrong? If I can, I'll see you this afternoon, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get my frizzy tail, goofy self, on in this building. All right? And I'll talk to you this afternoon.